Welcome to another video brought to you by KeepsakeCrafts.net and AllFreeBeadedJewelrymaking.com. Today we'll be making this very interesting funky pair of earrings with these turquoise nuggets and some bead dangles. The fun thing about these earrings is that you can change up the beads you use and get just about any kind of look you desire. So to make these earrings, first you'll need to start with 2 focal beads. I've picked 2 turquoise nuggets from a strand of beads, just trying to find 2 beads that were roughly similar in size and shape. And then also 2 beads to go on top to contrast. And for the dangles you'll need 6 beads and then 6 smaller beads. And you can choose whatever you want, matching or contrast. You'll also need 6 head pins, 2 eye pins, which have loops at the ends, and 2 ear wires. For tools, you'll need 2 pairs of chain nose pliers, a pair of round nose pliers, and a pair of wire cutters. So let's get started. The first thing we'll do is slide our focal bead onto an eye pin, the one with the loop at the bottom. And then also slide your contrast bead onto that, and that is the main part of your earring. Go ahead and grab that eye pin right above the contrast bead with the tips of your chain nose pliers, and then bend it over at a 90-degree angle, just like that. Then put down your chain nose pliers, pick up your round nose pliers, grab right in that loop, in that bend that you just made with the round part of your pliers, and bend your loop up and over the round part of your pliers. The closer you are to the tip of the plier, the smaller the loop will be. And you can only go about this far. So you want to pull out your round nose pliers and reposition them so that the bottom tip is inside the loop, and that way you can continue the wrap, continue the loop, like this. And it looks a little wonky right now, but we'll be able to straighten it out in a minute. You just kind of tuck your pliers in there, straighten it out. Now if you point that remaining end, this works especially well if you're right-handed. Point that remaining end to the left, and then grab your wire cutters. You'll cut the excess wire right where it crosses over the first part of the loop. Be careful to just cut that part so you don't cut off any part of your loop. Use the flat part of your round nose pliers to straighten it out. This one is particularly not round, so I'll probably spend a little bit of time later just straightening it out. The most important thing is that this cut end meets itself so that you have a secure closure, so it's not going to go anywhere. So there's the first part of our earrings. Then for the dangles that are going to hang from this loop at the bottom, you want to use a head pin and string on one of your small beads. A seed bead actually would be ideal here. And then string on another bead and repeat the process. Grab with your chain nose pliers, bend at a 90-degree angle, grab with round nose pliers, bend over, make a loop, trim off the excess, and this is actually, these are really long head pins, by the way. These are 3-inch long head pins. It's the only size I can find locally, this antique gold color. So I would save this to use for other kinds of wire wrapping projects, by the way. So you're going to go ahead and make 2 units like this for your 2 earrings, and you'll make 6 like this for the dangles. So once you've done that, come back and we'll finish up our earrings. So now here I've made the bead dangles. You can see over here I've actually completed one earring, so let me complete the second one for you. I've made the bead dangles, and you just need to open them up the same way you would a jump ring. You don't want to pull this out like this. That weakens the metal. You want to grab the loose side, the side that's got the cut edge, and twist it just enough so that you can pop it on the eye side of the eye pin underneath your focal bead, and then twist it back into place. And this is the best way to add bead dangles to anything. The only more secure way would be to do some wire wrapping, which is a little bit more complicated, and we'll cover that in another video. But for these earrings, this is sufficient. Put it through your eye pin. I like using my nice small chain nose pliers to do these, as I can get in there with those tiny tips. And then here's the last one. Grab that edge that's cut, twist it out just a little bit, and I want to put it on that head pin. I try not to catch the other loops, otherwise they won't dangle quite as freely. Close it up. And then the final step is to take your ear wire and do the same thing. Open it up by twisting the free end out. Oops. Uh-oh, am I going to break this one? I might. Uh-oh. Well, that would explain why it wasn't working. There we go. Pop that through that loop you made in your focal bead. And honestly, I would not sell a pair of earrings that I had just twisted that many times. I would get another ear wire and redo it. But here are your earrings. And you can see by just adding a few elements, you've got a pretty fancy pair of earrings. So let's take another close-up look of these earrings. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and that you'll give this technique a try with beads of your choice. Consider all the different possibilities. And if you're interested in lots of different crafting and sewing and jewelry ideas and inspiration, please be sure to check out keepsakecrafts.net. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.